Welcome to this week's Fastest Men in Construction. I'm Nate Beck, Daily Reporter staff writer. Let's dig into the news. Here at the Daily Reporter, we're not too proud to use a pun to make a point, and we're not alone. A union group this week revealed that it was using the power of the pun to bludgeon Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker over road funding. The International Union of Operating Engineers Local 139 revealed this week that it was behind a website called scottholes.com and a series of advertisements that lampooned the governor over the state of Wisconsin's roads. Get it? Scott, Walker, potholes, Scott holes. Anyway, Local 139 is also among the largest Wisconsin donors to the campaign of Mahlon Mitchell, a union firefighter and Democratic candidate for governor. Mitchell's campaign has summoned more than $475,000 from campaign committees, most of which are union groups and most of which are based outside Wisconsin. In fact, just $51,000 of Mitchell's committee contributions have come from inside the state. So far, this union money hasn't translated to a bump in the polls for Mitchell. He was tied for second with just 6% of supporters saying they'd back him in a recent Marquette University Law School poll. Meanwhile, it was a typical week in Wisconsin construction, which means you may have missed one of the roughly 4,000 developments in the massive Foxconn deal. So let's take a minute to break down what happened. Foxconn named 37 contractors this week for the company's first building on its Mount Pleasant site. The list includes 7 subcontractors who are headquartered out of state, although each has a Wisconsin office. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation also named Chicago's Walsh Construction as the lead contractor on the last phase of the 3-part reconstruction of I-94 between Milwaukee and Illinois. The going rate for that job, $161 million. On Thursday, state regulators signed off on American Transmission Company's $120 million plan to build a substation and transmission lines that will power the Foxconn factory. Also on Thursday, the Milwaukee County Board urged officials to begin negotiating a new bus line that could ferry 1,300 workers a day from Milwaukee to the Foxconn site. And lastly, Foxconn issued a call for designers and engineers on Wednesday to map out an overhaul of a 7-story building in downtown Milwaukee that will serve as the company's North American headquarters. Foxconn hopes to find a firm for that job in September and start work soon after. That's been it for this week's Punch List. We'll see you next week.